Hey guys, it's been a while. I know some of you are asking, where have you been? Why haven't you posted in a while? Don't you care about us? The answer is, I do care about you, and that's why I'm making this video. But I had to take a break from the computer for a while because I tweaked something in my neck and I couldn't sit at my desk for more than 10 minutes without getting super dizzy. And I'm only including this as a PSA because I know a lot of you spend a lot of time at your computers as well. And I just want you to be mindful about your monitor placement because years spent in a compromised position will take its toll on you. Though hitting my head on that rock while surfing probably didn't help either. But don't worry, I've been seeing a chiropractor, I moved my monitor height, and I'm feeling much better these days. With that out of the way, let's talk about blueprints. So, Epic is getting rid of blueprints and essentially starting over with UE6, which, I mean, it's their company, their engine, they can do what they want with it. And it's cool that they gave us the tools we have now. Blueprints made game development accessible to a lot of people whose eyes glaze over looking at lines of code. That said, practically, I don't know how viable a channel built on teaching tech art through Unreal Engine is. I know a lot of you are here because you want a career, and I want that for you too. So, how can I recommend you invest your time and energy into a program that has an expiration date? And the part that confuses me is why did they do it like this? They spent half a decade building up goodwill and enthusiasm for their company, like filling up a giant balloon. And instead of at least popping it in a spectacular display and giving us something great, they just let go of the balloon, and now it's going to fly around the room making that fart sound for the next 5 years. In light of that, let's talk about the future for this channel and entertainment as a whole. Truth be told, I think this is a good thing. Not really for Epic, but for those of us who invested so much time in learning Unreal with the hope of getting work. It's a wake up call. Programs are just tools, and if the only thing you know how to do is to use a tool, and for some reason that tool disappears, you've got nothing. Unless you have a solid foundation of the artistic principles that make that tool valuable in the first place. Years ago, I was talking to a mentor who worked at DreamWorks, and this conversation has haunted me ever since. After looking at my portfolio, he said to me bluntly, it really doesn't matter what tools you've learned to use. We can train anyone to use a tool in a few weeks. What studios are looking for is people with strong artistic vision. So let me ask you this. Would you rather be the guy desperately trying to get hired or the guy studios are competing to acquire? The first guy is learning tools and techniques that are becoming more and more automated and simplified. The second guy is developing the most future proof skill in human history, his creativity. The future belongs to world builders with well cultivated creativity. In this bot filled hellscape of slop, and not all of it is generated by AI, the world is wandering through a creative drought. Our imaginations are desperate for something to satisfy its thirst. Can you answer that call? It won't be easy. Well cultivated creativity means you're able to tell human stories that actually connect with the human soul. But if you're willing to do the work, to study hard, to learn about literature, art, and culture, to try and fail and try again, one day you might not have to look for work. You could be the one who creates jobs for artists that help you deliver your story to the world. So I think the best way I can serve you guys is actually to pivot to the creative side of game development. I'd like to start with characters, going through the steps of design from keyword to final concept, and not just talking about what the character looks like, but how we can make decisions along the way that enhance storytelling and how we can learn from the great artists who have come before us. That's all I got today. Love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one.